Hello, welcome back to... I almost pointed where the webcam usually is, but it's not, it's there.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to, somewhat possible to
view.
Visible to.
Normally somewhat, but today at least.
Yes.
Today at least.
Now it is possible to view it.
And
for once, we all have the exact same quality of audio.
yes.
Rather than me sounding like I'm at the bottom of a tunnel, Rich disappearing to Andromeda every now and then.
They need me there. What can I say?
I have to go now.
Andromeda or Pegasus?
Yes. So,
I think Pegasus is closer. But
Pegasus
Galaxy.
the Triangulum Galaxy, if you don't mind.
The constellation of Castorpus.
Oh.
Actually, I want to find out how far away like Pegasus is, or like Andromeda is, because like this is just me being nerdy.
It's roughly 380 million light years away.
Yes, Andromeda Galaxy. That's what I want.
Oh, such a phallic galaxy.
Oh, is a spiral
Galaxy. Ooh.
approximately 780 kiloparsecs from Earth.
That doesn't help.
2.53 million light years.
Okay.
What's that in
A
miles?
little bit further than
What's that in miles?
Hang on, how far was it? Say it again.
Hang on.
I might just stand. This chair's really creaking.
So it is. Do you want it in million miles?
Light years.
2.357 million light years.
2.357 million light years in miles. That is
Okay.
1.385529 E plus 19.
so that, but with the decimal place 19 points to the right.
Oh.
Okay.
That's too big for me.
So what about Pegasus Galaxy?
It's not important. Today is episode 100, which is why we're coming to you live on the lines and demon in the times.
Oh, Pegasus is only 3.001 million light years away, so it's actually further away.
Well, there you go. And that's
Stargate
the kind of
Atlantis
thing
lied to me.
you learn here on Inaudible. It's episode 100, which is why we're here.
Indeed it is, fucking finally.
And
Yeah.
well, I was preparing for episode 99 and 3/4.
That's what I thought we were going to end up doing.
My apologies.
Richard Radio Silence Cooper, I was going to call you.
To be fair, I have been basically switched off from social media for the past, near enough the past month. Well, that's because of kidney stones, holiday, and
yeah.
a shit ton of work.
I mean,
The famous
but
kidney stones.
It's not like
As
this is
discussed.
something we've
Which
been doing
I would like to...
once a week for like the past year and a half, 2 years.
I'm awful. However, I can confirm the kidney stone has not left yet.
You're just shaking your head and
start-
rattling about.
No, it's been fucking killing me all
You
day.
don't start charging him rent.
But anyway, that's a good thing, so I haven't missed the ding as it comes out,
yes.
which is quite good.
Everyone looks forward to the little tink.
The tink.
Can you,
tink as you tinkle.
When it comes to the time, if you feel it coming, can you just give us a quick call on Discord? And we'll...
Or just
I'll do an
record the
audio
sound.
recording.
Yeah, an audio recording, and then we can slice it in.
You ain't slicing nothing, mate.
Slice
That's
it.
exactly what I wanted to hear. As Nido might say.
Oh, good grief. So yeah, that's what's been up with me recently.
Oh, that's what's coming out with you.
It's
been up.
Yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't go back up.
Yeah.
Like one of those fish.
I've been drinking so much water, it's really uncomfortable. Ugh. It's like 2 litres a day.
Let me know if you need to use the kitchen roll that I used to make the tea.
No, I've got more sugary stuff. So
It's got a
I'll-
little bit of tea stains on it, but it should still have enough soakage power in it.
That's tea stains. It's horrible.
I used 2 sheets as well.
But one sheet does plenty.
Not if you buy the cheap brand.
There we go.
Thinking I'm Mr. fucking clever buying my cheap... Oh, this one's half the price of the leading brand. Yep, we need to use twice as much of it.
That's why.
Yeah. Oh well. We've all
Did you
made
have
that
any
mistake.
plans for episode 100?
Yeah, as I was about to say, as is tradition, we've made no plans. Unless we use Ozzy's script that he's so
yeah.
thoughtfully
Wait, what?
provided.
I mean, we haven't really
Like I
had
said,
any
I've been
chance
out of
of
it for like a month, so-
rehearsal, any chance of anything really, have we? So,
No.
I mean, this is the first time you're seeing it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have an update on the clay.
I love. We could do something with Ozzy's script. Looks at it. I do have an update on.
I do have another idea.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to?
Which is casually. No, we don't have to.
So what is
Oh, does he not even know about the idea?
Like I said, I've been out of it. I've been off of YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, literally everything.
You
for a
haven't
whole
even
month.
kept up with the best podcast on the planet.
No, I haven't listened to Triforce in ages. Oh dear. Do you ever listen to this stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Oh, okay.
Well, I listen to it when I edit it.
I do occasionally.
Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m.
It's what everyone looks forward to.
Just before I leave here, because I normally leave here about 1:30, 2:45ish. Leave 4 here on the Saturday when we do Digimon. Is it Digimon tomorrow?
It is.
It is, okay.
It's Digimon tomorrow.
Double check.
Hey Digimon, ultimate friends to the boys and girls. Hey Digimon, champions of the digital world. 7 young kids.
went to camp on the summer, wound up living in a digital lab.
I don't know all of it.
Where each and every one got their own Digimonster, a digital companion, a digital friend.
Digital friend.
Digimon in training with Digivolta Rookie and Digivolta Champion and Ultimate 2. We're going to save the digital world.
What happened to Ultimate 1?
We're going to save the digital
champions. Save the digital world.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon Gar the champions.
Guard. Digimon Guard.
Digimon Gar the champions.
I do hope there are people out there who watch that aren't fans of Digimon as well.
There almost certainly are. Right.
It takes up 10% of your channel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Only 10.
E4 takes up 90, 80, so
EU4.
it's in the
It's a
game.
game. Right. Hello.
Hello.
And
How's
welcome
everyone?
back.
I'm good. Do we have any news?
Well, my line manager was getting calls from insurance companies looking for Mrs. Foster, and he told them that she went to Gloucester in a puddle in a shower of rain.
I do
stood in a
know
puddle right up to her middle and never went back
Do
again.
you know this, Richard?
Well, that happened, as discussed on an Audible episode, probably 99.5 or 99, not sure.
One of the 99 points.
It turns out it wasn't Mrs. Foster, it was Mrs. Forrester. So the next time he got a call, he said, "Mrs. Forrester, no, I've cut her down." And then they went, "Oh, okay then." And that was
This
it.
is what happens when I miss a few episodes in the series.
You missed the deep lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the only update I had.
So
As well as to say that they've announced the casting for the Wheel of Time series that Amazon are making. But I don't think anyone else here has read Wheel of Time.
I haven't. I have it at home and I haven't read it yet.
So, there you are.
Have you two seen the Wheezing?
I'm guessing this is a new...
Yes.
The Galar form.
But he doesn't know anything about it. He's leaving. Goodbye.
fucking love it.
It's amazing, isn't it? So, I do like their idea for a villainous team. It's perfect for a British region.
Yeah.
It's just you hooligans, yobbos. I can't really remember. I really like the fact that there's a badger.
Yes. You mean Zigzagoon?
Yes.
He listens to Punk Pop once, so he's just got the kiss makeup.
Yeah, and with Obstagoon.
Obstagoon.
Yeah.
Is Obstagoon good? Because I think it's the first time we've had a regional variant with an evolution. So
Yes.
is there going to be a standard Obstagoon, or is it just going to be the Galar?
No, only Galar. It's in the the sacred texts on Pokemon.com. Tells us that it's
Only.
yeah. Apparently, it's the original Zigzagoon, and all the others are like variants of it.
Oh, so
So that's why only
so
this
there's
one
the Hoenn
evolves.
version.
Yes.
That doesn't sit right.
Yes, it does. Badgers are the best. Just ask Brian May.
Is he against badger culling or something?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
And whenever he performs, he wears like his jacket that's like he's from the 18th century, with a patch here with a badger's head on it and a patch here with a fox's head on it to stop the culling and the hunting.
See, now I'm just imagining like an actual badger head and an actual fox head, like pauldrons.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
I'm make that out of Warhammer. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So should we call that the end of the Pokemon
We should
show?
probably bring him back.
Oswald, you may return. Service.
You rang.
Thank you, Lurch. Return. Why do you have an umbrella?
Why don't you?
Why don't you?
It is raining outside.
I have a rain jacket. That's why.
I have a raincoat.
Well, I bless the rains down in Africa.
Oh.
It holds the digital out. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
But it's not green. How does that work?
It's like an extra.
It's a red screen.
Okay. I have no further questions.
It's technically clear, but the red is the blood of the digital.
Oh, you messed it up. You messed it up. Digital.
So last week I watched The Crusade off of Doctor Who. And listened to episodes 2 and 4 that do not exist. Or was it 1 and 3?
Or once upon a time existed.
Yes.
No longer exist.
And it was alright. I thought it was better than Reign of Terror.
Okay, it's kind of around the same as Reign of Terror, but it's the better of the two.
Yeah.
It's the boring one that you kind of forget about easily, but it's nice at the time.
I was bored a little bit more in Reign of Terror. I don't know whether it was just because I was forcing myself to listen, because I could only listen to 2 of them.
It's treated as an audible podcast.
Well, exactly.
Reign's what I'm currently editing, and I'm
Yes.
finding it hard to get through the editing with that.
Yes.
Yes.
Stop standing so bow-leggedly.
It's all the horses he's been riding. That's how he got there.
No comment. Oh dear.
You know what they say about the village bikes? They're painted yellow and cost £1.
Guessing anyone?
Thank you.
The guest it.
Digger Stave. Well, everything was paused now for a digestive break.
Pokemon Go news. Why does this feel weirdly familiar?
I'm waiting for you to tell me the news. This is your backing track.
Oh right, I thought I've got deja vu of this exact moment. Team Rocket are in friggin' Go now. You can fight them and they've got shadow Pokemon. Which you can purify, like from XD and Colosseum.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Because why would they put in shadow Pokemon if they're not going to port Colosseum? I feel very, very judged right now.
This is the. We rarely do the podcast live, so he's not used to having to talk and having all eyes on him. Whereas we're used to just talking to each other in Digimon with the camera there, so it's a little bit more.
I'm also just not used to people listening to me.
And also, normally on the podcast, I don't start having Jerusalem happen.
True, the lag would be horrendous. But no, if they're re-releasing, if they're bringing back Shadow Pokemon, then maybe they're going to do like an XD Colosseum sequel / remake. It's
possible.
Reboot.
It is
Remaster.
I never played it, so I don't give a shit.
I would want that on the Switch.
Or they're just going to port it to Switch.
I mean, I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
Colosseum and XD.
As long as it integrates.
Yo.
That's what that's what they could do. It's just basically port it to Switch, but change it enough so you can connect it to Sword
That they
and
did
Shield.
with,
Or just like do another
Red and
one.
Blue.
Do another one. Make a trilogy out of it,
Triology.
Yeah, because Pokemon are all about 3, aren't they?
Yes. The legendary trio of Colosseums.
Also 3-stage evolutions.
Colossia.
Usually
Yes, that's
three
true.
games.
That's very true.
Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald.
Black, white, grey.
Black, white sequels.
Yep. It fits.
Actually,
Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
in recent years,
Yeah.
it seems like they've given up.
Yeah, they have to do the third one.
No, they seem to have in the past 2-3 years. Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Sword and Shield.
I mean, there's only one. There are only 2 games in Generation 7.
Yes, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah. There is literally no point in playing Sun and Moon now.
No.
There's literally no point.
No.
It's very
I
simple.
would have preferred if they just waited like a couple of more months and just put out Ultra and Ultra Moon as Sun
Yeah.
and Moon instead.
Or I would have preferred it if they just released Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as a downloadable
Like add-on.
add-on.
Downloadable DLC content.
Yes.
Pay 20 quid for it rather than paying 40 quid for a whole new bloody game.
15 quid add-on.
I was looking at because obviously I've got my Switch now.
Oh yeah. No, I need to add you. And you.
I'm here. Hello.
You tried Young Francis on Switch.
Oh.
List.
No.
Also, what's happened to your tongue?
I wasn't going to say anything. To be honest, it's kind of hard to digest at this point.
I'm allergic to bullshit, and when I hear bullshit, my tongue swells
Your
up.
tongue turns to oaty biscuits. Wheaty biscuits.
You were saying?
What was I saying? Yeah, because I have my Switch now.
Yeah.
I was looking up to see how much Pokemon's Let's Go, Eevee and or Pikachu
38
were.
from CEX.
And I was looking online and I thought, that's still not cheap enough. I think it was like £35 on Amazon when I looked.
Yeah, it's still...
Did you just want to borrow mine, and then it at least be saved on your console for when you get your own?
Yeah, you can't want it yourself, don't you?
Yeah, but that's. I still have to buy it to play it if I want to play it. I'm in no great rush to play it, so I'll wait for it to be cheap.
No, can confirm.
Yeah.
It's fun if you've never played Pokemon before.
I want to play it because I like Pokemon, and I think I mentioned.
I think the most fun you have from it is just experiencing your first region in Grand HD.
And that's the thing. Yellow was my first game, so I want my classic level 100 Nidoking back.
The thing is, like, I'm just sick of Kanto now.
Yeah, everyone is.
Yeah.
And when a man is sick of Kanto, he is tired of
Life.
sickness.
You had Red and Blue, then you had it in Yellow. You've revisited it in Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
Then you had the remake of Fire Red, Leaf Green. Then you had the remakes again with Soul
Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah.
And now you got it again with Let's Go. That's 9 times we've visited that region if you count each game individually. 9 fucking times.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's a lot of times.
Like, I don't know. I just want
Were you counting individual games like Red, Blue?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Fine, Red and Blue,
Yeah.
Yellow,
Yeah.
Gold and Silver,
Yeah.
Crystal,
Yeah.
Fire Red, Leaf Green,
Yeah.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Let's Go. That's still 7.
That's much better.
Those two take it
I was
right
really
out.
getting on my nerves. As soon as it goes above 7, that's too much. That was
Well,
always
as
my.
soon as it goes above 8, no one can beat 8. 8.
8. I just realised Red, Blue, essentially Yellow.
Yeah, I live in the forest with my Pikachu.
I recently started reading the manga again. I fucking love it.
What,
I've
Adventure?
never read it.
Yeah.
I got the Red, Blue, Yellow box set. I haven't read anywhere.
That's the one I've got.
Yeah.
The
The one that's like 30 odd quid on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Christmas a couple of years ago. I remember reading through it up until about halfway through Diamond and Pearl before I got bored. But it all wraps up wonderfully after the Emerald arc. Like, because everything carries on. Like, it really is like one massive continuous story. And then it ends it really, really nicely with everyone involved in the end of the Emerald arc. It's wonderful. Would highly recommend it.
And from what I know, the characters actually grow up.
Yeah, they do. Like, Red, Blue, and Yellow actually come back.
The characters grow up, Pokemon can die.
That Arbok was an illusion. It wasn't a real Arbok.
I know.
Oh.
Okay.
Spoilers!
So, do we reckon that we're actually finally going to get an Arbok regional variant?
No.
But it literally says in the fucking Pokédex that it has different patterns depending on the region. And they've never done that.
They should.
But they could just use that as the excuse and just have a normal Arbok with a different pattern.
That's all I want.
Oh, okay.
I just want different patterned Arboks. If they can do it for fucking Spinner, why the fuck can't they do it for Arbok?
Yeah. No, I'd be up for that if each region had their specific pattern.
They don't seem to like revisiting things to fix them. Like
that's true.
Nidoran, male and female.
Yeah.
That they should not be different species.
No, but now they've fucked up the entire...
They'd
Because
have to
if they
rearrange
changed
the
it-
entire Pokédex if they did.
Well, no, they just have to remove one of the numbers and never use that number again.
But then there would only be 104... No.
Wait, remove a number?
What?
Yeah, but either everything after the Nidorans or everything before the Nidorans will shift.
No, they don't have to. If Nidoran's...
So they just go from 5 to 7?
Yeah. Why is that such a problem?
It doesn't feel right.
Because then there'd only be 149.
150.
Including Mew.
But technically there was only 149 anyway, because Mewtwo wasn't created until after the Pokédex first existed.
That is true.
So there is only 100.
But Mewtwo does exist
But
now.
isn't Mew meant to be like the origin of all...
The Pokédex just makes no
Pokemon.
fucking sense.
Just like all humans evolved from Darwin.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't make any sense. Why is Eevee in the freaking Kanto Pokédex when it isn't native to
It's
Kanto?
a Kalos Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same with Farfetch'd.
I mean, I'm not.
And lick its tongue. Like, why are these things in the Kanto Pokédex if they don't exist in that region to catch?
Why do people have exotic pets when you can't get them in the UK?
But you don't list it you don't put it in the list of natural species, do you?
Professor Oaks are knobheads. It's like, this is one of ours. This is one of ours. Oh,
just because we have
that
penguins
one.
in the zoo doesn't mean they're native to Bristol.
I've never been that bothered about the scientific accuracy of the Pokédex, to be honest.
Alright then. Rhydon.
It's just for the game.
Bulbasaur, Arceus, Mew. Which one came first?
In terms of production.
Arceus created everything. Mew is the ancestor of all.
Rhydon's the first ever created one.
And Bulbasaur is first in the Pokédex.
Yeah.
But if Arceus hatched from the egg, who laid the egg? Rhydon.
The moon.
Yeah, the moon laid the
Oh,
egg.
don't get me started. I like how we stopped doing Doctor Review until like just before we got to fucking kill the moon.
I was happy to carry on.
Don't know why we stopped.
I mean, well, because I feel like we've not said enough about Series 11, so maybe we should reboot Doctor Review and talk about Series 11 again.
I thought we did each episode for Series 11 as they.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, more or less as they did. I still haven't watched Arachnids in the UK.
He sent you one.
Yeah,
it did.
Arachnids in the UK.
I just don't trust you
Arachnids.
enough to watch it.
No, I cut every single, even when the split second that one is on screen, completely cut. There's literally not a single arachnid in there.
So what did you do instead? Just have the audio there?
No, I just cut it.
Oh. How well does it work?
I think the episode's still about 40 minutes long. 46 minutes long, yeah.
I could see it working pretty well up until like the climax where she gets all giddy about the giant one.
Yeah. You don't see it at all.
No, that's what I mean. The climax are just.
You just see their reactions.
Yeah.
That works. I don't know, I'll watch
You
it.
just need to get like a sock puppet and just record. No, it doesn't even have to look like
It's like a white
spider.
sock puppet with like closed
It doesn't even
pipe
have
cleans
to.
off the end of
It
it.
doesn't even have to look like a spider. Just something looking completely basic, and it just replaces it.
Can we do that for like an episode of Doctor Who? Just completely refilm it with it with shitty special
I'd
effects.
love to do that and do all the voices as well.
Yeah.
Really would love to
If,
do that.
if
But
we
like
had,
not have like actual
No.
people, just have like little Lego figures or something like that.
Good. I was gonna say, if we were using actual people, I've got green screens, so we could always just put us in front of green screens, find backgrounds similar to the ones
Yes.
from those
Yes.
episodes.
Stock footage.
But do it so shitty.
You know, I had this kind of idea when I was like 13, 14 years old, and I got obsessed with Doctor Who to start with, and I really wanted to be a companion. And I thought, oh, what if I got like green screen and I just cut out Rose and replaced me with Rose?
Oh no, I would absolutely be down for doing that. But we've got to have like the shittiest special effects possible.
Yes. Like, do you remember when you regenerated during the Digimon World episodes? And I took a screen. I took a screen. Like something happened. He fell over on the floor. Went.
Yeah.
And I took a screen cap of a regeneration from the new series of Doctor Who, and I just cut out the energy shots
And then just
and just stuck it over the image. We need effects like that.
Yeah.
Or like what we did for like the old Doctor Who stuff.
We didn't have effects in that.
My point exactly.
Holding the Dalek model toy in front of the camera.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. We definitely got to do crappy practical effects.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Practical effects.
Practical effects. We need to redo D squared at some point.
Do we?
What? Yes.
No, wait. It ended on a cliffhanger.
It did.
Yeah, we were
need
always
to
going to do
finish
Sherlock Holmes
these-
reunion.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I was thinking when I eventually do my Doctor Who series, we would remake D squared but more serious. So we need the opposite end of that, where we take the piss out of ourselves and spoof our own original first ever film.
It's like I remember you saying about this on the podcast ages ago about the it was like a TV show where everything was deliberately done badly. It was set in like a hardware store or something like that.
Was it Acorn Antique?
That's the one.
Yes, I've got the DVD. It was just a recurring sketch on Victoria Wood as seen on
Yeah.
TV, but they cut all the sketches out and made an omnibus DVD.
Yeah. It's like it's deliberately done terribly, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a live live filmed drama like Crossroads or something.
Yeah. Oh my god, Crossroads. No, I'd love to do something like that, but with like different things. Like we could do a Doctor Who one, we could do like a sci-fi one, where instead of like being like an X-wing, we're literally just do like a crappy green screen with like a plate as a steering wheel.
I think we've literally all had the same idea.
Well, and not only that, if like we need like a story like thing to bridge all of them together.
Yeah.
We could use this world travelers idea we've all had in some shape or form.
Yes.
Where we're like, the idea is that we're characters that move between different TV shows looking for whatever sacred object we're looking for. But we'll do it as a straight off comedy.
Yeah, like completely taking the piss. Because I just love the idea of like really intense like flight sequence, so it's just like little X-wings just flying along, but with like obviously like a hand holding it.
Like we act completely straight and serious.
Oh
like,
yeah,
we will, but we're just using like a Joy-Con or something to be the simulator.
And like a prop could fall down, and we're just like the play that goes wrong. Essentially, is what I want to do.
Absolutely.
And we can't be perfect with green screen. The green screen needs to have the fuzzy.
Oh yeah, we need to not like
around.
Can we actually do this?
Someone needs to wear a green top.
I've got a few greens.
Yeah.
I need to dye my hair green again, and just throughout the whole of one episode, just half my head's missing.
I'll have like a green alien, but it's just like its fingers and eyes are only visible and everything else fades in the background.
Something like that would work really well, this idea, with how we did Flu, where we only had a basic idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's something you can script too well.
No.
Too rigidly.
Well, that's we just have to
Retroscripting.
not script out, but just like a paragraph for each scene, basically.
Yeah.
They do this, and this, which leads to this. They talk about this, and this. The outcome must lead to this.
And then us just being
We know where we're
generally
starting.
shit.
Yeah. We know where we're starting, we know where we're ending, and we just make everything in between up.
There was actually a director who did that back in like the early days of the American Film Revolution, who actually did improvised films. I can't remember what he was.
I know that's how they filmed Outnumbered.
But I mean, he actually got his actors together in a room and told each of them, right, okay, this is your motivation, you've got to go in here and do this. And then he told the other person completely separately, you've got to do this, you've got to stop them leaving. And then it was action, and then they just improvised the whole thing. It was fucking brilliant to watch. But, you know, I learned something from my university course.
Hooray!
I actually learned something. $9,000 a fucking year, and I actually learned something.
What did I learn from media in college? I hate risk assessments.
Oh no!
I work in a warehouse essentially. Risk assessment. I actually haven't done a risk assessment.
I work in a school
Fair.
with kids.
IT security questionnaire, privacy impact assessment,
Yeah.
risk register.
I mean, I design kitchens now, so.
I got a bit funny with my project manager earlier today, where I was like, this defect happened, I put it on the defect log, what do you want me to do?
This thing is defective and I don't know how to sort it.
Have you put a card in DevOps? I'll put it on the risk thing.
Do you not read anything I put down?
Spend like
Short answer, no.
half our time doing paperwork.
Yep.
Nightmare.
Sounds about right. Oh dear.
Right, well, there's a plan. A plan for us.
Ah.
A plan should we choose to accept it.
I fucking accept that.
And it'll give us something to talk about over the next few podcasts where we can actually come up with ideas and bounce them off each other.
Ah.
He's got a ruler.
I just have like really crappy sound effects as well.
Oh, no. But we're not allowed to source any outside sound effects. We have to make our own sound effects.
Foley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like through our mouths and stuff. Like, wasn't there like, yes, remember when we did the Pokemon Warpers comic and we voiced them?
Oh my god,
And the sound effect I used for the Pokeball was literally one of us going.
Because I know there's a mod for Binding of Isaac where somebody replaced every single sound effect with him making the noises. Like,
Yeah.
blip, 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 blip.
No.
I'd so want to do that. That sounds fucking amazing.
I always wanted to do the Who's Line game where you got someone to do the sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That was nice.
I'm getting a new car.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Crashed your old one?
No, it's right up there. It's just getting a bit old and worn out of the tyres, so I'm getting a Mini.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Classic or new school?
New school.
Classic new school or new school?
2012, so.
Okay.
Not a fan of the old
Aussie
days.
comes.
Speak no more.
Aussie comes from a mini household.
My mum used to be obsessed with minis, remember? But the classics.
Oh my god, do you remember being in the car? For the what factor 2 engaged?
YouTube.com Aussie1181. Friends like us. Check them out for us at the age of 14, 15 being dicks.
Yeah, just that face. Just. Okay,
Tune in right now for the same thing. 12 years. However
we
many
haven't
years later.
changed.
20 years later. Oh, wow.
Not 20 years later.
No.
10.
We're not that old yet.
Yes.
Probably about 15.
15 years.
15 years, good.
13 if we were 14 at the time.
Yeah.
Fuck. That is quite terrifying. We're nearly 30, guys.
I know.
And on that bombshell,
Sudoku!
you could have done it from the side, you know, put it a little bit like.
It's part of the effects.
I didn't know how.
Oh, yeah. Just like. Yeah.
Oh, I had a thought of something actually. Like I'm never able to write like full scripture things. I just think of individual scenes.
Yeah.
I thought of someone like it's kind of like a John Wick style thing, and the guy walks in and he goes, "I'm here to drink ass and kick tea, and I'm all out of ass." And he pauses and goes, "Oh, hang on." And then, but he's snapped out of it by someone shooting him. So the whole John Wick style scene starts, and there's a bit where he has to run across the room, and in the middle of the room is just a box of Thai food tea bags. And on his way across the room, he just kicks them up into someone. And they go, "Ah!" Fulfilling the prophecy.
He didn't see that coming.
I'm sure there's a couple of puns you could make about the tea, but I'll leave it for now.
I've got to get some ones on the back brewer. I like the end of every episode, we're just going to do like a crappy freeze frame, but not actually freeze.
Yeah.
I'd
like it, but it's your round.
You're sleeping with me? Oh, why couldn't we have come up with this idea years ago? We probably did.
We have the technology to do it now. Years ago, we were but the apprentice. Now
we are the master.
We are slightly less
Near master of evil
apprentices.
But now we have less time.
Fewer times.
We'll get it done. Stop shaking. Anyway.
So, I wanna give you guys a little test.
Oh, dear.
No.
It's not like a knowledge test or anything. I want to see what you reckon of this, right?
Right.
So, I remembered a couple of days ago that there was a Hogwarts Express Lego set,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
and it looks like this. I'll put the picture up if you want.
Yeah, it's one of the few Harry Potter Lego sets I really
that's
wanted
cool.
just because it's a train.
How much do you think that costs?
135.
I mean, yeah.
Lower.
90.
Lower.
50?
Higher.
60.
Higher.
75.
Yes.
75, okay.
Nice.
That's.
How much you bought it for?
No, I haven't bought it.
Oh, okay.
Because I looked at it and thought, oh, that was a cool set. I'll go and check that out. And I looked at it and it 70. That's a lot of money for that individual set.
Yeah. Like,
It's not a lot of.
So, how much did all of these cost?
so that's different. These are the UCS collector series, so
Yes.
they are actually a lot more detailed and
Yes.
a lot more effort put in.
Yeah,
I will defend the UCS. I want that
let's
fucking
start
Falcon.
What? So all four of them are
Well,
of
the
this
Falcon.
collector set.
Yes,
Okay.
and the Snowspeeder and the X1 over there.
Ah, yeah, but
And
can't see them.
They're
Can't see them.
generally about just over twice the price of the Hogwarts Express.
Okay.
They're usually about a bit more
So
than 150.
Slave 1 was 150, was it?
It's around. I think it's 160.
Yeah. Y-Wing.
I can't remember. About the
Anyway.
same, I think. Beaming I got for more because that's not in production anymore and I got it off eBay.
Yeah. The Falcon is at least £1,000.
Oh, no.
No?
It
800?
was
700?
about 600, I think.
Oh, that's actually not that bad. I do want it. Part of me is so tempted to get the knockoff versions of the Slave 1 and the Falcon, just so I can bring it over and we can actually compare
They're
the
probably
two.
exactly the same.
They probably are.
Because they're... What was it? Lepin.
Yeah, Lepin.
They use exactly the same shapes from what I've told.
I have had a few Lepin sets in the past.
Lepin.
Lepin.
It's French.
We need to get, not as like dear as them, but we need to get 2 spaceship Legos, attach them from strings, swing them at each other and see which one's the strongest.
Like
You've been watching
Conkers.
Mythbusters, haven't you?
No, I've just got a destructive mind.
UCS Conkers.
Lego caravans.
No,
How much are the pins?
So you know what? I've got AliExpress here. I'll just have a look. Which one were you thinking of?
Let's have a look
the only
at...
thing I've ever bought off AliExpress was dildos.
So which one was it you were looking? Seriously?
It's all I've ever bought off. That's the only thing I've used that site for. I used the rest of the internet for normal buying stuff.
How do you deal with all like the studs on the top of the bricks?
No, it's the smooth plates.
So there's one going for 74 squids. A Y-wing, that is. Is that the same one? I don't think that's the same one. No, that's not the same one.
No.
It'd be around 100 then. For the UCS.
Hang on, I'll just have a look on actual AliExpress.
So that's not that much cheaper, to be honest. Riddled with it. Oh, I need a bit of a Cockney water mat to get that in the system. Oh, I have. Go on, Rich, don't be afraid of a bit of Cockney water mat if you're. You're alright, mate. What are you fucking you motherfucking.
Skinny jeans, not a good idea.
So that was
here we go.
the Cockney walkabout hour.
That's not the UCS one, is it?
No, that looks like it. But that is also a render and not an actual one, unless they've really processed it in Photoshop.
Looks like they have really posted.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that is going at the moment for 66.
What do you need that money? That's still too expensive to smash two of them into each other.
How much is the Slave One?
Because I do like that idea, but money is an object, unfortunately.
So Slave One's going for 90 at the moment.
Ooh, taking that
Come to
idea. We all just, between the three of us, just got a big box of Lego. We've all got to build some kind of
Yeah.
spaceship out of it. And we've got to test them against each other.
Did you see the slow-mo
Something
guys
like
video
that.
where they simulated a Lego plane crash? They made a big
Ooh, that annoyed me!
and they built like a Lego street and they threw the plane at it.
Yeah.
No, but I kind of want to.
Could y'all stretch to 15? Because we can get TIE fighters for 15. Actually, I have a T-70 X-Wing Leap-In one at home, so I could get a TIE fighter and an X-Wing, and we can literally just smash them together.
if you're the one paying for it, then I'm not going to say nothing.
Even better.
I mean, they're fake, so I don't give a shit if they're broken.
No, I think they do
Is
exist.
this going to help? Or is
Ooh,
Ooh.
yes.
that bad? Or good?
Oh god, I was out of shot, I do apologise.
That's alright.
Ooh.
That's what?
All looking a bit pale.
I don't
now, but
mind.
It's fine.
That's what? You got guys will play from the internet. Right.
Never played Banjo-Kazooie?
Ages ago.
Mumbo Jumbo. No, just Mumbo.
Mojo
What happened was Jumbo.
Mojo Jojo ate it.
Oh.
You know you can get like a sideways stand for the Falcon. So you can have it like...
Oh, that sounds concerning.
UCS Falcon for 200. That's quite tempting. Or I could just save the extra 3 and just get the real one.
It's for the benefit of the tape, we are shrugging for the people listening to the audio version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot this was an audio version as well.
So maybe the Cockney walkabout was slightly lost on that version as well.
I did that
I mean, can you cut the Cockney walkabout out of the audio version?
One may never cut a Cockney walkabout.
No, the Cockney walkabout. That you
we
got
will-
to keep Cockney
Oh,
walkabout in, mate.
we will anger the pearly gods. What part of London are you from? Bradford.
Yeah, Cockney walkabout. Yeah. Have you done the? I forgot you're a masochist.
Ooh.
And you're doing the Captain Jack thing. You've got braces and a belt.
Yeah, so?
So the braces are attached to the belt.
Yeah, the braces are just... They're
The braces keep the trousers up. The belt keep the trousers down. So they're in equilibrium. Although if one was if you got rid of the belt, it would just shoot up here and like castrate him.
Suddenly becomes 70. Oh dear.
Honestly, it's like you never took simple belt theory in physics class at school.
I didn't know. I think I was ill that day.
Oh,
That was just a top set thing that I never did.
top styles.
Yeah.
What?
Hello.
Top styles.
Don't talk to me about fucking top styles.
I used to let the band B and Q.
Yeah, I am still at the band. Band. Yeah.
So are like top styles like
Yeah, they are the enemy.
are you like Australians and New Zealanders?
Fuck all leg on, yeah.
The Englishman and Scots, the Irish and Scots, Scots and other Scots.
Scots, they ruined fucking Scotland. I think that works a lot better with like Xbox gamers and PC gamers. PlayStation gamers and PC gamers. PC gamers and PC gamers. Fucking PC gamers, they ruined PC gaming.
Fucking Mac users.
Oh man. We've been going for nearly 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's about an average.
Oh, yeah, it's about an average.
Yeah.
That's about an average.
That's about an average.
That's about an average.
That's about an average.
I don't know what anything else they desperately want to tell the world. On this, the last ever episode of Inaudible.
Wait, what?
When this finishes, I shall be killing you both.
But I did. Is this why you got the new sword?
Yes. It must be christened with blood.
See, the thing is, he can't kill me because he needs me for Digimon World, so that only leaves one of us.
Your time comes tomorrow.
We have to finish next order first, so I'm going to give it another couple of weeks.
I've kidnapped another unsuspecting soul.
Oh god, I'm so sorry for
You threw me out the corpse door by the time this week is done.
the corpse stories. That's what the thing down the end of the corridor is.
I told you I was going to make it into a thing.
Corpse store. Sorry, I just noticed the frame sticker.
Yeah, they've all got the frame on them.
Why do these not have... Oh, it does!
They say monitor on them.
Upside down mic.
You're slacking!
That one's not in use.
No,
okay.
it's a slack off, actually. Or a vigor off. It says boom.
No slacking.
And no slacking.
No, it's not...
Keyboard
What's that
has one.
from?
Oh fuck, the mixer doesn't have one.
Oh,
'cause it's new.
Chucklevision.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot to put one on my new mixer.
got one on the mouse.
But there is...
Ooh.
It's in the battery compartment. The clapperboard doesn't have one either. See, this is highlighting some serious flaws in my domain. There are things missing labels.
Would you like
A live labeling.
the default, the budget enterprise?
Enterprise beta.
Enterprise 0.
I mean, the sources section kind of looks like it could be a venture class, but... Yeah.
Okay.
I know too much about Star Trek. Oh, that's a point. Did you know they're doing a Picard series?
We know, but we haven't watched any. Well, actually, you mentioned.
Have you watched the trailer?
Yeah.
Trailer.
And I think you both said you weren't going to get spoiled.
I did.
I have now seen the trailer.
I don't,
Traitor!
I don't mind seeing it. I haven't seen it.
I
yet,
am
so-
very excited.
Okay. I'll have to go and watch it then.
7 of 9.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah. Any other old characters?
Probably at some point. Like, there's a bit where they're talking about Data.
You can get him back as soon. Because soon looked older than
B4.
Okay. Yeah.
B4.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting because, like, me being the fucking nerd I am, I'm more interested at how they're going to how Star Trek Online are going to tie into it. Because this is the first time we've had anything that's happened post Nemesis, and Star Trek Online have been filling in. It's official, you know, it's licensed by CBS and Paramount.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What do you mean? Unfortunately, you don't know. You don't know.
I was there. I saw the Borg walking very slowly towards me, and I said no more.
They've redone the tutorials now. It's actually fun to play. You can command tier 6 ships at any level. Worth it. I have a fucking hoverboard. But, like, it'll be interesting to see how...
Next time on Inaudible.
This is how I feel when you guys talk about Digimon. Or Warhammer.
Well, no, not quite, because I'm okay with Star Trek Online, and he at least likes Star Trek. You don't really bother. You don't even try to like Digimon.
Winding you up about Star Trek Online is a bit of a meme.
How many times have I appeared in a Digimon thing?
At least 3.
How many times have you guys done Star Trek Online?
At least once.
Twice.
And that was enough.
So who cares more?
I did it with you.
I care enough in a negative direction to not go back.
When did we do it last time? It was
2012, Christmas
2012.
444. Check it out on Invisible Tower on
So
YouTube.
in 2022, if Star Trek Online is still running,
Would you do a 10-year reunion anniversary?
I do like 10-year reunion.
Reunion anniversary. 12, 13, 14, 16, 17.
actually, it's been 5 years.
For the bandit of the tape, Christian stopped talking and
Is
started
it?
looking
12,
confused.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Since we played it, in 2014, wasn't it?
I thought you said 12.
Christmas 444.
Oh, I missed my 10-year anniversary on YouTube.
What was it, 12 or 14?
What?
What was it, 12 or 14?
2012.
2012.
Well, we played,
Yeah,
you sure?
I'm very sure. Let's put that over there so we don't use our lighting.
Just for the benefit of the sake, we are using an Excel spreadsheet as lighting. Because we're nothing if not...
Ooh!
Too much later.
Oh, God! We can't even see
If you're
how-
lucky, I might put an index match in there. Ooh. Right, I
Don't
want to
highlight my face.
go to my
It doesn't need it.
playlists. 2012, I'm telling you, it's 2012.
Well, we can do a 7-year back then.
No, 10 years only.
We missed the 5.
Christmas 444.
Ooh.
Advent calendar 2012, it was that one.
What else is in that one? What else can we revisit?
Well,
Chat,
nothing for another few years.
PokeMMO.
Oh, that's actually really good now.
We've spoke of Pokemon.
Star Trek Online. There he is. Christmas 444, number 11 and number 12.
Well, I'm always up
Air
for
match.
doing...
Air match!
Our match! When we saved Christmas. Oh, those were the days.
Oh my god.
We should do
Elevator! Oh my god, elevator source!
Lift source, please. We need to play Advance Wars 2 again, I think.
That would be interesting.
Is there multiplayer for that one?
No.
No?
Yeah, Advance Wars, yeah, but you take it in turns.
I wonder if... Oh, of course, it's turn-based anyway, isn't it? So, yeah, of course.
You just
My shrug has gone wrong.
just can't.
I was gonna say, what fucking teapot are you meant to be?
I'm an ingrown teapot.
Here is my handle,
Carry on,
and
Reg.
here is my other handle. Oh, it's one of those like jugs with the double handles, and you take the lid off.
I'm a Tommy Tippy, but I'm a disabled one with one arm higher than the other.
It's not disabled, it's artistic. Hashtag no failed prints. It's literally a subreddit. You were saying?
I can't remember. I was saying something.
Something about...
Advanced Wars?
Advance Wars, yeah, it's turn-based, so you could do
Okay.
multiplayer, just take it in turns. There is that...
There's Battalion Wars as well.
There's... what's it fucking called? Tiny Metal that I want to play. It's like a Japanese company basically did Advance Wars, but modern on the PC, and they called it Tiny Metal. That's meant to be good.
Right, let me see it.
I don't know if it has multiplayer or not.
Well, we can find
The
out.
Googling shall take place on this screen.
Yeah.
Are
You
we
should have
all
had a
recording?
screen.
Yes.
You should have had a screen grab of what was ever on screen as well on the internet.
I should have, shouldn't I?
Just so you could cut it back and forth and give it to them in the final vid.
Oh well, it's too late.
Just
Oh, it's
stick
on
pic-
Switch!
Have to stick pics in.
It's on Switch.
Sits on which?
Also, there
I like how
is...
I'm on that. I already want this.
Yeah. Hang on, let me pop him back over here. And then I'll do as Ozzy commandeth.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you could just put pictures into the final edit.
This is easier. This is far easier. There we go. There's the one the Starbound devs made that's like a fantasy version of
Ooh.
Advance Wars. What's it fucking called?
Just...
I own it.
Oh,
Whatever it
dude.
is. Here we are. Here's my Steam name. Maybe it would have been quicker.
Given how you're going through alphabetically, and
What does it begin with?
S.
I
for
don't-
Starbound, you're going for the devs, are you?
No, I'm going for the one that I have. Chucklefish. It's chucklefish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chucklefish.
Okay, maybe it wasn't them.
Well, I guess we'll never
Hang on.
know.
I'm gonna
Wait a
find this
minute.
out. What?
It's not Chucklefish. Oh, it is Chucklefish. Yeah, it literally says it there.
You know, Paul and Barry Chucklefish.
I'm sure it was chucklefish. Wargroove. It's Wargroove.
Oh, okay.
Wargroove.
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 Yeah, that's on Switch.
Bow, 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 bow.
Wargroove.
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 Wargroove?
Wargroove.
Wargroove.
Oh my god, it is literally Fantasy Advance Wars.
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. But will it have the
Will
freaky
it blend?
voices of Advanced Wars?
It will with the correct attitude.
No, that looks pretty sick, actually.
Multiplayer.
Supports multiplayer for up to 4 players online.
For local play, multiplayer with them by passing the background. There you
If
are.
we get it on Switch, then we can just literally do it with Joy-Cons.
Chabadimbum.
What was the other one? What was the other?
Don't
Tiny
mind me,
Metal.
I'll just
Tiny Metal. Is
cross
that
the
got
streams.
multiplayer?
Tiny Metal multiplayer. Tiny Metal's free multiplayer update has finally been dispatched
Fucking sweet.
to Nintendo Switch. Okay, they had it on PC already. Is it cross-platform? That we do not know. Cross-platform multiplayer.
Computer says no.
No. So they rely on Steamworks for PC multiplayer and Nintendo Online for Switch multiplayer. Cross-platform platform play does not work. Cross-platform play.
So, what would we want to do? Guaranteed multiplayer over one with local co-op, or everyone have to buy it separately? That is such a fucking good noise.
Thanks. I've stretched it. Well, I own Wargroove and Tiny Metal already on Steam.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Right, well, that settles that then.
So we'd all have to buy it individually on Steam.
Well, we would.
Well, yeah.
Unless they don't have local multiplayer. Did Wargroove have local multiplayer? Wargroove, local.
I'm not seeing a sticker on the headphones either.
There's nowhere to put it.
Yeah, there is.
Local. No, it wouldn't go there. Don't look. You're not in charge of the label maker.
I want to be in charge of the label maker.
You're just gonna waste it.
You're labeling everything in the
when I
Have you labelled the label maker?
yeah,
Good. That's like the first thing you do.
label maker.
From bad guy.
I had to explain to someone at work once a few years ago as well when I can't remember, they wanted to put like a joke on something. I was like, that's not how labels work. Like, can I just borrow your label maker? And I said, why? And they said, I just need to do something. I said, no, you're telling me what you want it for first. There are rules for these things.
There was a rule for the label maker.
You're not following the instructions.
A joke is not a label. It is
And a label is not a joke.
no.
Well, I think we found our sound effect of some sort of futuristic flying saucer. Or a gun, yeah.
We use it for both.
Oh, no, that's the sound effect for pulling a sword out. Yeah, no, that's the point.
Swing.
That's too wrong.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
No, but it has to be like we're trying to do it right.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
but failing. Like, we're going to make student films look amazing. Oh my god. Oh, that sounds amazing. Right. Biscuits?
Any other biscuits? Any other biscuits? Any other biscuits? Biscuits, any other biscuits? The biscuits
Yes,
are
sir.
in the tin. The biscuits are there. They're here to share. Open your mouth and put the digestive in.
There.
No, I was rhyming with the first line.
Oh, right. No,
ABBA. ABBA.
Oh my god, is that why they're called ABBA?
No.
Oh.
It's their first initials.
Is that actually?
Yeah. Alfred, Bjorn, the other Bjorn, and
Bjork.
Anna.
See, I thought they'd just wrote
Wait.
Alfred, Bjorn, Bjork, and ABBA.
No, Alfred, Bjorn, the other Bjorn, and Anna, and then that means one of the women is called either Alfred, Bjorn, or the other Bjorn. I should know. I watch Eurovision.
I'm pretty sure Alfred
Yeah.
is not the name of the woman.
Well, that's a bit presumptuous.
Realistic. We have Google in front of us.
His name is Alfred and we'd like you to respect his life choices.
Susan.
My
I was
at
adapting it
Waterloo,
for
no,
this.
Swedish pronunciation. Agnetha, Bjorn, Benny, and Annefrid.
I just thought they were writing abs and then held a mirror next to it.
Took record sales over 380 million. Fuck. Who are the best-selling music artists of all time?
Probably
Let's
someone like
find out.
Glenn Miller.
Well, you can literally just click on it there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say.
Elvis or the Beatles? I'm gonna
The
say
Beatles, Elvis.
Do you know what
Jackson.
the highest grossing film of all time, not accounting for inflation, is?
I did. It's gone off the top of my
It's
head.
either
Not accounting for inflation, mind you.
not accounting for inflation, the most profitable.
Yes.
Highest
grossing.
Blair Witch, wasn't it? No.
No.
Is it?
It was released in the year, I think, 2019.
What, Endgame?
Okay, so
Yes.
it's changed.
Oh, yeah, it is
okay.
Endgame.
It's Endgame, yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what the highest grossing film accounting for inflation is?
Go on.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
But I think the most profit,
Who was it that was the top
the
for the
most
music?
budget
side?
versus
The Beatles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beatles, Elvis, Michael Jackson.
Do you know how I can remember?
Madonna.
Madonna!
So it was Beatles and then Elvis, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how I knew it was one of those two? 42.
Oh!
The Doctor Who episode where Martha's on the phone to her mum trying to find out was it Beatles or Elvis that had the
Most number ones.
most number ones.
So we're looking at certified units. They all claim various amounts, but they seem to be in roughly the same order
Certified
anyway.
United Nations Intelligence Task Force.
Yeah. So Madonna, then Elton John, Led Zeppelin, Rihanna, and then Pink Floyd.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Then Eminem.
Eminem.
Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, Queen. Are that low down? That's disgusting. Whitney Houston, Celine Dion,
Akduk.
AC/DC, Rolling Stones, Garth Brooks,
Oh, a country.
Drake, Ed Sheeran, Eagles, Billy Joel, U2. How long
U
have
squared.
U2 have been going for it since 1976?
In one form or another. In one body or another.
Jesus, that's depressing.
Phil Collins, Aerosmith, ABBA, Frank Sinatra, Barbra Streisand, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Bruce Springsteen, Bruno Mars, Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Metallica.
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
We're going all the way to 100 million. Maroon 5, Chris Brown, Adele, Lil Wayne, Beyonce, Coldplay, Linkin Park. Bzz. That's a Japanese one. Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi. Fleetwood Mac, Britney Spears, Rod Stewart, Guns N' Roses, Backstreet Boys, George Strait, Eric Clapton, Neil Diamond, Santander, Prince, Kenny Rogers, Paul McCartney, Simon and Garfunkel, Janet Jackson, Julio Iglesias, Chicago, Dire Straits, Bob Dylan, Def Leppard, Cher, Genesis, James Taylor, there's a lot more of these than I thought, Olivia Newton-John, Stevie Wonder.
David
I
Bowie.
didn't expect to see Stevie Wonder there. David Bowie, Tina Turner, Lena Ronstadt,
Did you
Donna
rest
Summer,
up?
The Beach Boys, The Who, Barry White. That's it.
Close it before we start the next one.
Cool. Glad we went down that rabbit hole.
Yes. How many rabbits are in the hole? How many certified rabbits?
Well, it's kind of like how many otters can you fit in a Boeing 747? Yeah.
How
bit-
many
well,
worms must a man
no,
be?
because
Roughly
Boeing-
100, depending if you put one in the
Boeing
overhead storage.
737s all have a general average size, whereas holes can be dug as deep as you want. So the question is, how big's the hole?
That's the eternal question.
How deep is that hole?
How
Depends on how
Shut up, bum.
depends on how many rabbits you can fit down there.
Yes.
On that glorious bombshell.
Is that the bombshell?
I think we can't.
On that hour mark.
Oh my god, is it
That
actually?
is our mark to finish.
Oh, our Mark. I know our Mark.
Our Mark.
Yeah.
Who are?
Good old
Do you like
Mark.
how it took us the same amount of time to get to 100 as it did fucking Triforce?
I did like that synchronicity. That's why I kind of hoped we could go to 99 and 3/4 and 99.
It got to 100 as it did with what?
The Triforce podcast, the Oxcast one.
So they tried to
Where Bodega came from.
they tried to line up their 100th episode with
Yogcom.
Yogcom. But they had 9 weeks before that, so they went 99.1, 99.9.2, 99.3, etc.
Okay.
So I did like that ours happened at the same time.
Yeah, but it just kind of shows how crappy we've been with timing things.
We?
The royal we. Excuse me for having a
There's
life outside this.
two of us that have been here for like the past 4 or 5 weeks without.
Well, excuse me for having kidney stones.
Actually,
I liked the kidney
I went
stones.
into hospital with half a lung missing, and I still didn't miss an episode. I spoke to you just before going into hospital and just after getting out of hospital.
Missing episodes is fine.
We are taking the piss.
I know you are.
The gag has been running so long we cannot stop
It's
it
just
now.
nice to know, like, beforehand.
Yeah.
I let you know as soon as possible.
This is like 10 minutes before we're about to start, Norm. Within like an hour of us about to start.
Yeah, sometimes that's as soon as I know.
I'm like one of the swimmers.
I was going to say, can you like not sleep at night?
Yeah. Oh, that's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or what's her name? Maybelline from the Pokemon games, the gym leader.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, or you're just an anime character that just.
I do like how the
Yeah.
majority of the fighting type gym leaders are girls who can kick your ass. That was beautiful. And on that glorious
Yes.
bombshell.
Well, no, we've got to do the things that we say first before the end of the episode.
Oh, yes.
You know, the things that we say.
You should have had like things that we could hold up with, like you gotta.
So thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed any of this shower fecal matter, then please feel free to do all the shit that we normally say. I'm Invisible Tower on YouTube. He's Pheasant Films. He's TS Reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The podcast is inaudible. Thanks for watching and listening and attempting to listen and also watching, but most importantly listening, because this is a podcast and really the video is secondary.
Yeah.
We only did a video because it was episode 100.
Yes. So, thank you very much, and see you in the next 100.
Because I was going to wait for the next version of the Switch, but I'm glad I didn't.
Because it's stupid.
Yeah,
It doesn't switch.
It's just handheld.
Yeah, it doesn't switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would happen if you plugged it into one of the old blocks? That'd do it fit. It just combusts itself.
A little, it's like a howler from Harry Potter. It just the mechanism opens up and it goes, "Warranty void!"